Alicia is our unofficial door greeter at PLC. There's a table right by the entrance, so that she likes to use, and so her bright shining face is the first thing most people see when they first walk into to PLC, and she chats them up, and she sort of sets the safe and welcoming tone that we like to have at PLC as soon as people come in. So.
Somebody stole my table, so I'll use the circle.
I have to replace it.
I'll bring it back.
Hey, is that good? Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Alicia Casper, and I am the unofficial pun teller at PLC. No, but seriously, I tell too many puns at PLC. It can get kind of ridiculous. But to start off, I would technically be a junior this year, and I say technically because I'm enrolled with the Princeton Learning Cooperative and have been for 2 years, and which, to be honest, is really the best decision I've made so far in the realm of education. But to really understand that, you have to go back to little 5-year-old me. I, as a kid, loved learning down to the deepest depths of my heart. It was something that I cherished and I loved, and I enjoyed going to school every day, even in first grade, where I might have gotten into a couple feuds with kids, but I enjoyed riding the bus every day and enjoying to meet new people and see what life had to offer. But that was in Plainsboro, and the school systems were okay. But when 2005 came along, we moved to the small town of Cranberry, which is very historic, and I love it because it's scenic. You got farmland, and we, contrary to public belief, don't actually grow cranberries there. So that's something. But the most important change was that I was going to a new school, and Cranberry's school system is K through 8, which means you're wandering the same hallways for 8 years, and it can get pretty boring. But I came into Cranberry School at 2nd grade, and I felt that moving schools and meeting new people would just be another mountain to climb in my young life. And I can handle it, right? I don't think I ever realized how high that mountain would actually turn out to be. When 2nd grade started coming to a close, I got my first instance of being made fun of what really is about. See, I have a condition called eczema, and it's where my skin cannot retain moisture, so it itches a lot. And that became a real problem because I would just distract myself, and I wouldn't learn because of this. But not only that, I would also distract the other kids in the classroom, and that was a real issue. And especially in 4th grade, my 4th grade teacher just straight up didn't want me in her classroom because of that. And that was really hard to me because I was just there. I wanted to learn, and she didn't want me in her classroom. I got sent to the nurse's office and got sent home at least 2 days a week. And, I recall Mom telling me, try to stay in school. And I tried, but it didn't really work out. So the bullying continued, and it started out as verbal and didn't really get too physical, thank God. But it was a very hard time of my life. And in 5th grade, probably the biggest blow, I lost my friend, who was my best friend, after a fight that we never recovered from. But she said it was because of me and how I got made fun of, so she got in turn made fun of. And that wasn't really fair to me, because I was just trying to be a normal student in public school. It's like, I don't have control over that. So we tried different methods to try and clear up this condition I had, different medications, and worst of all, taking bleach baths. Nothing of it worked. So it continued on until 7th grade. Nothing really eccentric, nothing happened there. Except I did get into the band, and I kind of developed a bit of confidence from being in the band because, I played the flute, and that was really fun. But, I had to sit next to the best friend who had broken up with me in 5th grade, so we kind of my biology teacher was terrible. And that's a story for another day. But that was an interesting class. But I loved the art class because that was really fun, and we got to play classical rock every Friday. That was my choice. But otherwise, PHS just didn't work out for me, and that was kind of surprising to me because I just thought, well, if 8th grade is easy, 9th grade is going to be easy, right? And that's what all the teachers told me at primary school. They're like, oh no, with this average, you'll do well. You'll do well in PHS. Yeah, I didn't do well. I didn't. And I think it was the workload that really got to me because, I faintly recall crying myself to sleep a couple nights while I was in public school because I couldn't take it. But then my guidance counselor had a meeting with my parents. And, we had had several meetings before that with and without teachers, but she had a meeting with my parents. And she told them about this fantastic thing called the Princeton Learning Cooperative. When my mom told me about it, I recall listening and loving it with a growing smile on my face. And it was in May